was less cool than I expected it to be. Anyways, guys, morning. Welcome back. Gonna go chop a little bit of straw here to start the day off. Try to get that done before everything, all the craziness of the day shows up. So curtains are open, fans are on, cows are happy, everyone's happy. Today's gonna be a terrible day because I just said that, but at the moment, who doesn't love this weather? I talk too much about the weather, I apologize. It just makes me really, really happy that I'm not in a Carhartt coat and a winter hat and gloves and long johns and winter boots and all that. We're looking at another mid 70 degree day. Tomorrow it drops back down into the 50s, but I'll take it. I'll even take 50s. I'm good with that. Totally good with that. New seedings look pretty baller out my dirty windows here. Cows are getting milked. Money's flowing. Money's flowing. Well, we'll go get this done. Stop my yabbing. Hit that subscribe and like button, guys. It's what you gotta do. It's how we're gonna keep this thing rolling. You guys have been doing good. You could do a little bit better. I could do a little bit better too, but you know, keep it rolling. Kind of a windy morning to be doing this. It's blowing the dust all over the place here, but plus the cornmeal guy dumped right against my bales. So there's a little bit of cornmeal dust like right there. Keeps getting mixed in, but oh well. Gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, well, this is the last bale that I got down here. It'll be like 16 bales or something. So I'll have to truck some down from another farm on another day, but this should be enough to get us at least into next week. So yeah, the wind's died down a little bit, but still not ideal. What are you gonna do? We used to run our 8640 on this bale grinder because that's all that tractor could do. Had some problems overheating and everything was getting wore out, so it just kind of lived on this thing for 5-6 years probably. Then this spring the clutch finally went out of it, so the 4840 became the bale grinding tractor. I don't think the 8640 is worth fixing. We thought about looking into it maybe this winter and seeing what the scoop is, but something like 15,000 hours, mismatched tires, half of them are flat, exhaust leaks, hydraulic leaks, motor leak, it's just a machine that probably should have been retired years ago, and then we threw it on the bale grinder, and all I had to do was fire up for an hour every other week, and it lasted a long time. So, but the 4840 does okay on it. It could use a little more power, but it does the job. It's a model 1090 roto grind, so it's the biggest roto grind bale grinder. There's a 790, the 1090. I don't know if there's one below the 790 or not, but it takes power. And it looks like we're all cleaned out, so we'll go shut her down. Well, headed down to my pickup here. Figured we'd walk through this little triticale field here that I planted. Give you guys a little update on this stuff. Really kind of hitting its stride here. Probably, 8 inches tall or so. I got to figure out our speed disc doing a little bit of hopping. I don't know if you guys can see in the video here, but yeah, it's kind of ripply. Don't love that. Here. Look straight on, you can see it's kind of ripply, going left to right. But other than that, it's going to be a pretty sweet crop here. Soak up some of the nutrients of pasturing for 30-40 years. It'll be good. Good. You got to make sure you don't hit these well housings though. That's the key. Alright guys, well we are all into the mill now here. We're officially done with that field. So we're moving stuff over to our Coots farm. We call it's over in Linwood. It's about a 15-minute ride from the farm. It's our farthest away ground. It's picking corn every year. That's the ground I'll just end up spreading fertilizer on, and we're gonna rip that here probably end of the week, next week, sometime like that. Things are going way too smooth. I shouldn't have said it, but way too smooth. I mean, we're 2/3 done, and we just started on Monday morning. Yeah, it's going phenomenal. So yeah, just the one farm left, 90 acres. There's still nobody hauling corn to the mill that I'm hauling to. So it's get right in, unload, get right out. There are a lot of people who started combining corn today, but they're people with their own dryers. But yeah, they're out running. You should see, I mean, you guys, all you got to do is look up Larson Farms or Millennial Farm or any of these guys. But man, do these new combines really hum through ground. It's like they'll start into a field when I'm headed to the mill, and on the way back, the field's done. It's like, how did that happen? And they just do phenomenal jobs, chopping the stalks and leaving everything just beautifully chopped. So, I don't know. The couple farms that we're still chopping look like they're pretty well wrapped up now. So I think it's pretty close to say chopping corn in Western New York is pretty well coming to an end. Manure trucks are flying around like bumblebees now. They're just everywhere. You know, 'tis the season. Get it out while the ground's dry. While the corn, you know, now that the corn's off, you can just hammer to it. There's drag lines running, tanks running. There's people truck spreading. Yeah, so it's exciting to see. Also depressing to see, because that means, like I said, means this harvest season's over. But yeah, we still got the 90 acres to go. Knock on wood, everything goes smooth. We'll be done by the end of the week. Maybe get to go hunting a few more times before gun season starts. So yeah, we'll get this to the mill. And Grandpa did have a doctor's appointment, so the combine is not currently running. That'll, when he gets back, he'll fire back up. Not sure how long that'll be, but we'll head back to the dairy after this load's unloaded, see what needs to be done around there. Rock on. Certainly one job I could never do. The guys are here running the electric for, I don't know, I don't even know what. Some of their bins or dryers or augers or something. There must be 1,000 different wires. 500 feet long, all different colors. They're trying to feed through all of the conduit. I couldn't do it. Not to mention, the poor guys are right next to where we're unloading, and they're just getting blasted with corn dust all week long. That's just miserable. There's no other word for that. Plus, they keep trying to thread the wires across the driveway, so they're straight, so they can pull them up the conduit. And every time I pull in, they tuck them all back in, and then they stretch them all. It just looks miserable. So kudos to those guys for doing that work. Not work I want to do. That's for sure. But anyways, we got her empty. We'll way out of here and go see what we got going on. Well, I'm assuming this was some kind of a mistake, but it's reading my moisture at 10.5. 58-pound test weight. So yeah, 0 dockage on that load. Not sure what that's about. We've been right in the 17 range today. But oh well. Well, group 1 is headed to the parlor right now. Today they were bedding cows, so I'm going to take over bedding for Jack so he can, I don't know what else he's got to do, something to do with feeding cows probably. So we're going to run up. I don't think a load will be enough. There's a little bit left there, so we'll get it empty. We need more, we'll come back. guys, well, just getting ready to head home, but figured I'd swing down in here and show you where we're at here. They poured this section of wall yesterday, pulled the forms off today. It did not take them very long to get the forms off, but look at how thick this rebar is. That's insane. Absolutely insane. And like I say, right here is where the ramp is going to go. So it's going to round, you know, around the edge here. Once they get this wall poured, they've got to put stone in here, which is going to be a serious amount of stone. We asked if we could use fill dirt. That is not how the engineering works, I guess. They need stone underneath it to be NRCS compliant. So whole lot of stone is going to be placed into here. This will be a concrete wall. They got the forms now set over there, so they're probably going to start putting those up next, and they will finish the wall to where the floor is done. I have yet to be able to talk to one of the guys and ask why they didn't do the whole floor at once. That still is very confusing to me, but that is what it is. So yeah, 16 foot is it's a big one. 16 inches thick. Yeah, quite the prison down in here. I'd have a sick basketball tourney down in here before we put some in the ring. Get the gators down in here. Do an oval track. Hell yeah. That'd make for some good content. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I'm gonna go home. We're gonna play in the leaves with the kids and have some supper. It's actually pretty late. We ended up with a broken alley scraper that we had to fix up quick. So yeah, later we wanted to get out of here today, but hey, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow.